Today, I'm diving into one of the most harrowing and heart-wrenching cases in modern Japanese history. The tragic tale of Junko Furuta. Junko was a bright, popular 17-year-old high school student from Misato, Saitama. On November 25, 1988, her life took a nightmarish turn. She was kidnapped by a group of 4 teenage boys led by Hiroshi Miyano, a gang member. They held her captive for a gruesome 44 days in Adachi, Tokyo. The torture Junko endured is beyond comprehension. She was beaten, raped over 400 times, starved, and subjected to unimaginable physical and psychological torment. The boys burned her with cigarettes, inserted bottles into her body, and beat her until she was unrecognizable. They even invited over 100 acquaintances to partake in the abuse. Shockingly, none of them reported it to the police. There was a moment of hope when Junko managed to dial 119, Japan's emergency number. But her captors caught her before she could speak, leading to even more brutal punishment. Even the parents of one of the captors, who lived in the house, did nothing to stop the torture. On January 4, 1989, after 44 days of relentless abuse, Junko finally succumbed to her injuries. Her death was gruesome. She was beaten with an iron barbell, kicked, and left to die slowly. In a desperate attempt to cover their tracks, her captors sealed her body in a 55-gallon drum filled with concrete and dumped it in a deserted area. The crime was uncovered when Hiroshi Miyano was arrested for an unrelated crime. He confessed to Junko's murder, leading to the arrest of his accomplices, Joe Ogura, Shinji Minato, and Yasushi Watanabe. Shockingly, they were tried as juveniles despite the gravity of their crime. Miyano received a 20-year sentence, while the others got lighter sentences ranging from 5 to 10 years. None served a full life sentence. The leniency of the sentences sparked national outrage in Japan. The judge called the case exceptionally evil, but was limited by Japan's juvenile sentencing laws. The media and public saw it as the worst examples of juvenile delinquency and legal failure in Japan's history. Junko's family was devastated, not only by the loss, but also by the inadequacy of the justice system. Her funeral was attended by many, and her gravestone is a site of mourning for those who remember her tragic death. In her final moments, Junko's last words to her captors were a plea for freedom and life. It's a haunting reminder of the unimaginable cruelty she endured. Junko Furuta's story remains one of the most brutal crimes in Japan's history. Her case has been the subject of documentaries, books, and films, though her family has asked that she not be exploited for entertainment purposes. Her tragic death continues to be a sobering reminder of human cruelty and the flaws in Japan's juvenile justice system. This is a story that leaves a deep scar on the collective memory of Japan, symbolizing the evil of the perpetrators and the failures of the justice system.